What is going on, guys? This is JWAGS 412, and welcome to the Free to Play podcast number 16. That's my pre-recorded voice. I'll get to the podcast in a second, but I have to give some backstory. About an hour and 10 minutes in a live stream, I got hacked. My Google live stream got hacked with everybody in there, and some guy came on the show with his dick out, and he had nipple clamps, all crazy shit, and he was jerking off on screen. It was fucking crazy. It was fucking revolting, and it was jarring to say the least. But I'm not gonna show you the footage, of course. But I'm gonna play you the audio from when it happened, and then once the audio's over from when it happened twice. It happened twice. I kicked out the first time, and he came back, and we had to end the stream. But so I'll play the audio for you first, and then the actual free to play podcast will begin, and all that stuff will be cut out. So this shit was crazy.
It was at a point where if you're gonna release. What the fuck is this? Yo, my man. Get off the page with this shit.
You got hacked or something, cuz?
I don't know, bro. I ejected that person though. What the fuck was that about?
Hey, what the hell was that?
Who fucking a link out, bro? The fuck was that about?
Oh, dog.
Nah, but as I was saying,
hold up, Carlos. What the fuck?
Like I was saying, as I was stating earlier, this whole scenario with Black Ops 4 and how the way it's being put. If Black Ops,
I'm
sorry, Carlos. Like, hey,
I know.
I only sent the link to our group chat, and then people individually.
I was like, hold up.
What the fuck was that dude doing?
I don't know, man. That dude
He had some suction cups on his nipples.
Oh my god! I'm like distracted now. Go ahead.
Chinese. I'm trying to step away, but like I was stating before that shit happened.
Yeah, make sure you put that stream on private.
I don't know how the fuck that dude.
Yeah, that dude.
What the fuck was that?
Somebody in the chat said that was Crap Gamer.
I'll try to finish.
Rack them up.
Rack them up, guys.
Let me look.
Well, they were trying to get rid of
the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Izzy
Yo,
Jones.
like seriously. Yo, who the hell is
How do I fix this? What the fuck? Yo, oh my god! What is this?
Bro, we gotta stop the stream, man.
Yo, we gotta stop the stream, bro.
Man, what I'm talking about, man. This is fucking weird.
We gotta stop the.
Yeah, your channel may get banned for good, dude. You gotta cut the stream.
Yeah, we gotta cut the stream, bro.
Man. We gotta cut that.
Father, help us, send some guidance from above. These people got me questioning. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? I need rings, Super Bowl size. I need a fine dime with some Super Bowl thighs. You say you the truth, that's a Super Bowl lie. I flex on a nigga like a super swole guy. You come into the squad and you super gon' die. I make it look easy and I super don't try. It's funny, everybody always looking up to me, but I've always been a super short guy. Bye.
Live. What's going on, everybody? This is JWAGS 412. Welcome back to the Free to Play podcast, episode fucking 16. 16 weeks we've been doing this. I think we've been pretty consistent. I think we might have missed 1 week maybe. But for most part, it's been every goddamn week. Not the same day, not the same time, but that's okay. I'm here with a group of panel members. I might have a few join me later, but first up, we'll do the introductions. A lot to talk about, a lot to cover. A lot of bullshit happened this week, and a lot of positive shit. But we're gonna cover all that. But first up, we'll start with my special guest, and he's this is his second time on the podcast, Carlos Fernandez.
Yo, man. It's your boy Type R87, aka Carlos Fernandez, gamer by choice, and I'm here with your boy JWAGS, man. Let's get on these topics and let's talk gaming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for coming out, man. Thank you for making it. Next up, as always, my right-hand man, my mortal enemy, Dirk Griggity.
What is going on, y'all? This is Dirk Griggity and whatever.
Always has a fantastic intro. Real quick, Phil and Fister, what's up, man? I sent you a link. I don't know what your situation's like, but, man, you hop on in for sure. Killer Tone, Jordan Dizzle, Ryan Land, what's going on? What's up, everybody? Next up, very special person, one of my favorite guys to listen to about gaming topics. We got Griffin Gaming.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. We got some really interesting stuff to talk about tonight, so it should be a really good show. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Bass Xbox.
It's not gonna be all Xbox bashing, but
fuck that. I'm bashing Xbox tonight.
You know Xbox is coming. Are you? I don't believe you.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then, that's all I got right now. That's all people I got right now. I'm usually used to introducing more than that. But while we start off, first of all, how's everybody in the chat doing? Everybody on the panel, yada, all that bullshit. Let's get to the meat and potatoes, Griff and Dirt and Carlos. And hold it 1 second. We got a special guest. First time on the podcast. First time I talked to him in person in a while. We got OBJ the Dawn.
Oh my God, OBJ.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, man? Oh shit.
What's going on?
Oh man, you got me in this room with all these fucking ponies, man.
Oh shit.
Hey, King Thrash, you better let a nigga talk tonight. I don't want no shit out of you,
and
man.
Carrington King
What you
Thrash
talking about over there?
Gaming.
That nigga King Thrash, load on that link and get a word in and shit.
You can't hear me, OJ? You can't hear us?
I can like hear you through my my laptop, but I can't hear shit through my headphones.
I
as long as I can hear you, y'all hear me, and it ain't no delay.
What's happening?
I can't tell. I can hear you.
And we got Ryan.
Uh-oh.
Ain't no delay.
Yeah, bro.
No, not that I can hear. No.
All right.
Hey, someone got real quick. Someone got noise in the background. Okay,
It's probably me. Hold on, it's me.
bear with us for a second in the chat and everybody. Everybody came out of nowhere.
Hey, what's up, people in the chat, man? How y'all doing?
Damn, we got Carlos, King Thrash, Griffin Gaming, Ryan Professional, OBJ the Don. God damn. Thank y'all for coming out.
Yo.
It's no problem. It's no problem.
Get in with his trash.
What's up, Ryan? What's going on, Brian? Talk to you in a minute. Okay, we good? All right, I'm just gonna start it off. Everybody's getting their mic situation shit, but we'll start with the first topic. You know, the first thing I'll talk about is Crackdown 3. Now, Crackdown 3, it started as a rumor, but now apparently it is confirmed that Crackdown 3 is delayed till 2019. God,
Well, it's official. The game is canceled.
What a surprise.
it's canceled. It's canceled, Ryan?
It's going to be canceled then.
Oh shit!
It's gonna be
They
canceled.
said February.
You don't delay.
Yeah, they said
you don't
February.
delay 4 times without the shit being.
They said February.
Say it ain't so.
Man, they said February. They said February. They said August. They said September. They said the 23rd. They said the 10-day Xbox
It's official. Microsoft came out and said February 2019.
Let me finish the thing. Okay, so yes, real quick, little backstory for people who don't know. This game was announced. I think E3 2014, if I'm correct.
2014.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
2014.
Yeah, 2014.
Now here we are, 2018. It's been delayed again, and it's going to come. God damn, we got another person here.
Great.
And then, so now we have the official announcement. It's going to be delayed till at least February 19. But my prediction is it'll be
They
delayed.
said February, Wax.
Yeah, February
Microsoft.
2019. Yeah, February 2019. But my guess is this, with the track record we're given here, it's going to be either delayed again or canceled. They did not give an official date. All they said was February 2019. They have given months in the past or windows when this game is going to release. So we'll see. But first off, we'll start with whoever wants to start. What are you guys' thoughts on this? Do you think it's just?
Let me start. Let me start.
Go ahead, Thrash.
Let me go ahead and do this. Man,
Man, you gotta let a nigga talk, man. You can't be talking for 15 minutes.
Hey, kind of like what you doing right now, my nigga. I get you. No, I got you, my nigga. No, I think that I think it's canceled. I think it's gonna be canceled. And if it's not canceled, it might as well be canceled because if it's coming out in February 2019, so is Days Gone, and it's a wrap regardless of how they do it. So that's my thought on it. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. Period. It's a fucked up game. The multiplayer is holding it back. It's a wrap. It's just a wrap.
It was bad time. It's bad timing though, right? Not only, god damn. Oh, real quick, we got Craig Harris just hopped in. Lincoln Clay in the building. How are y'all doing?
What's good? It's just Power of the Cloud was lacking, so therefore your game was lacking, so therefore the game will be canceled. It's no longer.
Damn.
I mean, real quick, I'll let everybody talk. It's bad timing though, man, because I did not personally think. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna delay this game again. They can't afford to delay this shit again. Xbox already has no fucking games for the year coming out, no big exclusives, and now we're delaying this shit till next year.
How do we know though? Maybe they might
We got that XCOM Gears of War coming out.
Okay,
man, I hope that ain't true, Griffin. Oh, I hope that ain't true.
Stop,
I hope it doesn't
I hope
either.
that ain't true.
Hey, Dirt, that clinging on the stop, bro.
Hey, man, what y'all gonna do?
All right, before y'all get into it,
is back the hell up off. Hey, man, let me speak for a second, Wise. Hey, can I speak for a second, Wise?
Go ahead, Derek. What's your take on this, man?
All right, my take is, of course, it's unfortunate, but they had there's 3 options they had with Crackdown 3. They could have put it out at another fucking 68 Metacritic, which would have been terrible.
It's still gonna be a 68.
It's gonna be that way anyway, bro.
Hold on, let me. Okay, I'm glad to see y'all niggas can predict the future. That's great. All right, they could have canceled it again. I mean, they could have canceled it, which of course would have been another terrible situation, or they could have delayed it, which could potentially be another bad situation. I mean, they in a lose situation.
Or they could have released it after.
We agree with that. They definitely in the lose.
But they did say in that thing where they said that they're in the statement that they said it's delayed to February 2019. They did say they're going to show it at E3. So hopefully, this looks great.
They've been showing that shit.
Listen, 5th time. Hey, look, let me say one thing. I'm gonna say just one thing to it, my nigga. It's been 2 years.
I'm trying to be calm, cause that's what I'm trying to be.
Hold on. I am. It's been 2 years, and y'all haven't had a AAA game that rated over.
You're right about that. You're right about that, man.
And counting, though, like because this year is over and counting, though. You know what I'm saying? Then let's wonder if Crackdown is even gonna be over 80. That's just.
Hey, you're right, but let me ask you a question.
It's time to bail out status.
You're right. You're right. You're right about that. We haven't had a good. Hey, man, definitely. Listen, the quality control has been terrible, no doubt about that. But let me ask you a question. What do you want me to do? Why do you care if I still like my fucking Xbox?
No.
You just told me to.
I want you to enjoy your Xbox, but I'm just saying you spend it, but you can't. But you enjoying 360 games, nigga. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I just want gamers to wake up. That's all.
To me, it's like staying loyal to a woman who's cheating on you, bro. Like she's cheating on you and shit. You know you should get out of there and shit. But for some reason. You stick around.
Hey, okay.
Can I put something?
I mean, but it's cool.
I'm glad you care for me so much, Wags, that the Xbox is going to be so wrong.
The way I do this podcast,
fucking video game doing me wrong.
Listen, thank y'all for coming. OBJ, man, what are your thoughts on this? I like to get everybody's little perspective. So go ahead, OBJ. What are your thoughts on this shit, man?
Well, I actually have some breaking news for you peoples. You know what I'm saying? This shit. I had I know some people who goddamn know some people. Okay. What they said what I hear is that Fallout 76 is actually Crackdown 3 in disguise because they say the shit's been goddamn delayed 76 times out this motherfucker.
Hey, that was actually funny, man. I'm gonna give you props on that.
I mean, real shit. I do know some people who goddamn know some goddamn people. Okay.
No, but what do you think, though, OBJ, man? Like, do you think? I mean, my point of view, man. This is they couldn't afford to do this, man. They still can't afford to do it.
Well, this is the thing. Normally, okay. I mean, all jokes aside, delays are always a good thing. You know, I know that sounds fucked up, but
I agree with
be delayed to get more work on it, work out the bugs, the kinks, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Normally, that's how it goes, right? But judging from Microsoft's track record recently, with games like State of Decay, Sea of Thieves, all of this trash, and Crackdown been delayed I don't know how many times. We've seen it in its last performance at Gamescom or whatever. It looked like pure goddamn trash. Okay, so I really do doubt for the fact that they are delaying this shit to actually make it any better. I think that after all these delays, my problem with Microsoft is when it actually releases, it's probably still going to be trash. And that's the problem, okay? If you're delaying games and they come out and they actually are good games, they don't have to be great, but actual good games, then cool. But if you delay this goddamn game and that shit come out and it's another goddamn 69, it's a goddamn rap out here. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree with you saying, man. I think there's a couple factors too, man. Like
I agree with what he said.
like I said, I don't think it's quality control, man. We've seen what they're doing here. We've seen the track record recently. I think it's either the game is just in such a terrible state that they absolutely cannot release it, or perhaps even maybe they didn't want it was ready to release later this year, but they don't want to compete with Call of Duty and Red Dead and all these big titles coming out. So they moved it to February 2019, which is still going to be competing against Days Gone.
Oh no, it's not competing against Days Gone.
Nah, which was competition. That's
one is $10, one is $60. You know,
what's your take on it, Lincoln?
Myself, I think if the game is delayed, my gut telling me that the multiplayer is unplayable. When you have Microsoft releasing fucked up games like State of Decay and Sea of Thieves, and they're all about monetizing these games. And they have demonstrated with State of Decay that their standards are pretty low these days. So for them not to be able to release Crackdown 3, the game must be in some serious trouble. I think the multiplayer is unplayable. Whatever they saying about the single player, I think it's bullshit. Because that's motion capture shit. How the fuck does a single player not run right? You know what I mean? So I think it's got to be the multiplayer that's fucking up, and that's going to be where the bulk of the money's going to come from for this game. So if that's why I think this shit is being delayed, is because the multiplayer just will not run. Microsoft they show they're the type of company that they'll sell a car with 4 flat tires, but they must be more serious than that for them to not put the shit out there.
Yeah, what's going on? EJ Johnson, Killer Tone, Cyrus, J Love, JP Loco, Guru Legends, Jacob Walker. Hey, thanks for everybody for coming out. So we'll do a couple more thoughts on this. I'll let Ryan get his thoughts, and then we'll do Griffin Gaming, then Craig, and then we'll move to the next topic. So go ahead, Ryan.
All right. Well, the shit got delayed 4 times. All right. Ain't quality control. Microsoft does not give a shit no more. They clearly don't give a shit no more. So it's pretty obvious this shit is done. Game is done.
It's done.
Mm-mm.
It's fucked.
I don't think. Yeah, but what he's saying though, Dirtman, like this game was never the answer to begin with, man. But just adds to the negativity.
This is filler at best.
Crackdown 3 was a contender against Spider-Man and Days Gone, all these fucking games that Sony got right now.
Did you hear me say that shit?
I was saying, the way you just said that, the way you just said it's done, like as if the shit was going to make an impact. Did you fucking think that?
No, I didn't. That's probably why they moved this to next year.
Fucking voice, you come at me. Then. On your voice.
Who the fuck you talking to?
Hey, Ryan's so confrontational, bro.
Yeah, this nigga is confrontational,
man. Next up, hey Craig, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, brother. How you doing? How's everybody doing?
Man? Good, man.
You got Craig in here too.
Yeah, man.
You can't find another Xbox guy at all.
Yeah, you want to?
I am the Messiah.
Yo, dude. When I told, hey, man,
they're under their rocks today.
When I told Xbox people that King Thrash and Ryan and OBJ was coming in, they were not coming in here.
Well, I ain't no pussy while I'm in here.
They refused.
Nah, we applaud you for trying, my brother. It's fine and dandy. That's it.
I ain't gonna try to do nothing. I'm gonna just enjoy myself.
What's up?
Hey, I like all consoles, nigga. I just like the ones that are actually consoles. You feel me? Like you gotta be a console for me to like it.
What's your take, Craig?
Well, as Messiah of Xbox,
here we go.
This is not that big a deal. The game wasn't that good. You got a bunch of simps running around. So they don't have anything else to talk about. So they're going to gin up something that's not that good. Crackdown was never a major title for the Xbox. It's just there's nothing else to really talk about. And so, again, I'd rather have it be delayed than it be canceled. So now whether it gets canceled or delayed again, that's fine. My source in Brazil, because that's where parts of Xbox are made, they were wrong about it being canceled. Now, it could be part of the language gap. They may have thought a delay is canceled, but I don't know. So, but with that said, it being delayed is just not. To me, it's not a big deal. I don't know what people are expecting.
Can I ask you guys a question?
It's not. Hold on a second. It's not a big deal to me and people and other people because I can get fucked about this game regardless. I was never hyped for Crackdown, but just adds to the negativity on Xbox and adds even more to the argument that there's nothing to fucking play on this system. That was their only. That was their only one AAA game coming out. It's the only game that was contended at all in any fashion, and now it's delayed till at least February 2019. So that is a wrap on the rest of the year, unless E3 something else. Even if they announce something to E3, man, we're not going to see that shit till 2019, 2020, next gen. Who knows?
Here's the word XCOM.
I don't disagree with that, but if the Xbox community would just shut up and play the games and stop making predictions of stuff like Quantum Break being the Uncharted 4 killer and stuff
Which
like
it
that.
wasn't.
What was that? It was a
What
fucking.
would be the situation?
They got nothing to play, though.
I'm sorry?
I said the Xbox community has nothing to fucking play, though.
Well, they should have thought about that.
They got
before
played. They love trash.
All right, last next topic, and then we'll go next topic. Griffin, what's your thoughts on this, man?
They love trash, bro.
Griffin.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Well,
they love trash.
Fucking Griffin, man.
Griffin's like, yeah, I want to get this. So we'll go to the next topic. So this is a good topic here because we got a very diverse group of gamers in here. We got people with different perspectives. I like to hear their people's thoughts on this shit. Same with YouTube comment section. You got people from all over the world, different perspectives, different opinions. So Red Dead 2 Collector's Edition. Now I'm sure you guys have heard about this, right? You get the Red Dead 2 it's $100. It comes with treasure map, steel case, playing cards, a bandana, a bunch of bullshit. It's a pretty lackluster edition. But the main thing here, and it's becoming a staple nowadays, is there is no fucking game whatsoever, digital or physical, in this collector's edition. So I'm not even going to start my rant about it. But whoever wants to go first? What are you guys' thoughts about that? Is it a good thing?
Can I talk about Crackdown real quick?
That's cool.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Go ahead, Griffin. You're kind of killing my shit. But go ahead.
All right, sorry. I just had to go do something real quick. But Crackdown 3, I think it's good. It got delayed. Honestly, I don't care if it got canceled, if it gets delayed or anything. I wasn't going to buy it anyway. But if they can somehow improve it in a short period of time, they're actually delaying it, and it turns out to be decent. Hell, it could be actually a pickup for me. I don't know, but I don't really care, and I don't think many people care at this point. I mean, let's face it, people are just hyping this up to shit on Xbox. So that's my thoughts on it.
Facts.
I don't think it's a like people
Hey,
are.
man, I got a question.
People
Hey, man, may I ask
people
the
are
panel
going.
a question?
Go ahead.
Okay. What if what they show now? This is me being an Xbox guy. What if what they showed Sunday actually looked pretty decent? Like, what if they showed the multiplayer and it looked pretty good? Like, damn, man, that cloud shit looks like it's working.
I mean, if it looks good, people are bad. People are bad, man. People are bad. If it look good.
Are you asking about the game or the Totally 3 show in general?
No, the actually Crackdown 3. I'm talking about Crackdown 3. Like, what if it looked good? Like the multiplayer looks good. People are like, okay, that looks interesting. I think, like what Griff said, the delay, it can't make it worse, right? I mean, the actual game
look good, man.
PUBG
look good.
I mean, if they still have cars humping each other, it's a wrap. You understand what I'm saying?
I thought the PUBG trailer was pretty good, but look at that shit.
In the videos, right? It looked great. They did everything to spiffy it up. The same was for State of Decay 2. They spiffy up all the angles, all the capture motion, all the shit that they needed to do. But then when the game came out, what happened? Horrible performance. But once again, we're in a spectrum that whenever something is released by Microsoft, we either not expecting great from it, but we're expecting something to happen. And 9 out of 10 times, what has happened, it has performed below expectation. That is the problem.
That's true.
Okay, we're moving next topic though. Hold on, next topic.
Maybe that's why they delayed it though. That's true. Which is there too. Maybe that's why they delayed it.
You can't spend too much time on this shit.
I'm sorry, Wags.
So what I was saying about the Red Dead Redemption 2 collector's box, they're calling it. It's a fucking edition. They're calling it a box. So like I said, I'll save my rant for the end here. But who wants to go first? What are you guys' thoughts? Is it a good thing that it's not included with the game? Is it a bad thing? How do you guys feel about that?
Let me go first. Let me go first because I gotta go. So I gotta go to the podcast and shit. It don't come with the game, right?
No, sir.
Then fuck it. That's all I gotta say to it. You know what I'm saying? If it don't come with a game, then fuck. We gamers. At the end of the day, we not like. I guess that might be for collectors, but those used to come with games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially back in the day, they used to come with games.
Always come with games.
So I would never support no shit like that, no matter if it's the game or not. I don't give a fuck if it's the best game in the world. If they trying to fuck gamers over like that and make them still pay for a game after paying for.
I mean, damn near the whole value of everything. It's like pretty high price, even for collector edition items. If you bundle it up into a package and making it reasonably priced for people to purchase it, then yeah, I'm all in for it.
Ain't that the crazy shit though? Sorry, right? Ain't that the crazy shit though? Like this is a collector's edition of a game. The whole edition is based around a fucking video game, and the content itself is not included in the edition.
I mean, but let's address the elephant in the room. The goddamn the stuff that comes with the damn collector's edition is trash. It's all trash. There's not even a goddamn statue in there. That's trash in the first place.
Yeah, that's treasure map.
That's
like, come on.
Hey, does the shit at least come with a digital copy of the game?
No.
It comes with no game at all. It's crazy.
It's bullshit.
It's Rockstar. It's Rockstar. So people will give them the pass. It's all good. It's Rockstar.
One at a time.
We'll give him a pass for it.
Go ahead, Ryan. What are your thoughts on that, man?
No, I'm saying he said.
All right, I'm out though.
Hey, thanks, Tom.
Yeah, I'm out. I'll be back. though. If y'all still on, I'll be back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, y'all.
But I don't think they'll get like a pass for it. What's going to happen is this is going to create a new trend in the gaming. You know what I'm saying? More and more publishers are going to see this shit, especially if it does well. They're going to just go, okay, fuck it. We don't need to give the game no more. We're just going to get them a bunch of worthless shit. Like, for example, let's say we get a sequel to The Order. They'll go, okay, you know what? Let's hype up that damn Blackwater pendant shit, right? They'll charge you $150 for the Blackwater pendant, and they'll just give you like some small shit like maps and whatnot. That's what they'll do. It's going to create a new trend. That's all it is. It's not going to be a good thing.
Yeah, it's a negative in my opinion, man. But anybody else want to speak on it?
Yeah, I want to talk about this.
Good.
So first up, I think this is something they've done in the past. I think GTA 5, they did it with like a duffel bag or something. It was like $150 even. I think it was even more.
It was in the safe. The game was in the safe.
Was it? I thought they had like a collector's box where you could order it and it was just a bunch of collectible stuff.
Yeah, that's incorrect. I got that. Yeah, I got that. I got the duffel bag. I got the safe. It came with the game. It came with the how they.
I could have swore they had like some collector's like packet where it was just a bunch of crap.
Nah.
I think they already started that Disney.
I think they had a collector's edition.
I know Sony did something like that with The Last of Us, but yeah, Sony did something similar to that with The Last of Us, but it wasn't really the limited edition thing. It was actually like an event exclusive, like kind of like when you go to these movie reveals, like premieres, whatever. They got like things like that. That was pretty much what they got. So they didn't really do that type of thing. But
no, but I mean, this whole thing, like. I honestly don't care about collector's editions. I've kind of gotten over that. I mean, once you realize the stuff you're paying like an extra $100, $150 in some cases with some of these collector's editions for is like a $5 plastic statue. I mean, I think you're pretty stupid to go out and like spend that much money, to be honest. But the stuff they're giving away with this box is stupid. It's like a box of cards and a bandana and a bunch of stupid stuff like that, which you can go find at like the dollar store for probably $10 total. But I mean, people bought it. I think it sold out in the UK within seconds.
Yeah.
So obviously, the demand for it.
It's sold out online, though, right?
I mean, I
can see the purpose of you can just buy the collector's box and then whatever version of the game you want. Versus like if they had an Xbox One, a PC. Well, they're not doing PC, but an Xbox One and PS4 version. You're limited to the supply for that console. So I think they're doing it in a way where people can say, like, I want to buy the Xbox copy of the game and then buy the collector's edition stuff with it. So you're not like limited to that stock aspect.
Hey, Griffin, are you actually surprised by this, though? I mean, you think about it.
No, I mean, it's Rockstar. They can do whatever the fuck they want. I mean, they're locking a ton of stuff behind a $40 upgrade to the Ultimate Edition. People are still going to buy it.
No, what I'm saying,
damn it, Griffin.
People legit bought a box.
I mean, I'm not buying it. So.
They bought cardboard.
Hey, but Amazon pretty much does that joint pretty good, though. Amazon sometimes have their own like versions of collector's editions where they'll sell you one collector's edition that don't have the game, but it'll be a lesser price, and then the one that does have the game, you know what I'm saying? It'll be regular price.
For the sake of like, let's say you bought the regular like edition, like you just bought the game period, and you just changed your mind at a later date. You can get it like that. Like that's smart for that, but I mean,
here's my thing with this, man. Like, there is no goddamn shortage of collector's editions. Like, people are talking about like overstock, and what if somebody wants to buy the collector edition and not buy the game? If you want to buy this shit, man, how many people honestly go to a GameStop or a game store to buy the collector's edition? Because usually, anytime I ever try to do that, either they don't fucking have them, That's it. Usually they fucking have them. They don't have like 20 things at a time. Usually they have like 1 or 2 in stock at a goddamn time. Everybody who's interested in these things orders them online. And if you order them online, you can order the edition that you want.
You gotta go the day right of that joint being announced, basically.
Usually you gotta pre-order that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, for
like
me,
I said, like I know it would hike the price up of the bundle, entirely. I know that. I don't care about that. But if I want to invest enough money, if I'm into this game enough to where I'm going to shell out money for a collector's edition, I want the game first and foremost, man.
Yeah,
that's me. That's how I feel about it.
I mean, it's crazy that you have to put it that way. It's crazy that you have to actually request that a game be with a goddamn collector's edition. That's how crazy things have gotten.
Yeah, but isn't like the other thing, man? People who collect, people who like digital only, man. Like I understand the convenience of it, right? I still buy my games physical because I just like to own them physically because I'm a collector of games. So for people who want to buy the collector's edition, usually they're fucking collectors, which is the whole point of the thing. I'm not saying that you can't buy this shit digital and still collect your statues or whatever, but I don't know, man. If they want to do an edition without the game in it, fine, but have an edition with the game as well.
I mean, Nintendo's kind of starting that trend with some of their shit, though. Like when you buy some limited edition from them, they give you a digital code, which is stupid, but Nintendo started.
Yeah, but at least the game's in it, though.
Yeah, you get
at least you get the option.
I mean,
it wasn't even worse. I'm sorry, Carlos. Like, remember State of Decay 2? They gave you a fucking steelbook case with no game in it.
Yeah, and that rubber mask.
Oh my god!
That shitty ass rubber mask.
Go ahead,
rubber mask.
Rubber mask, which was stupid.
Ahead,
but for me, is this right? Like when God of War was announced for the release date, I actually pre-ordered the game 2 weeks ahead of its release date. Right? I didn't want to purchase none of the other items because I didn't see it fit for myself because I'm not really too much into the whole, putting so much clutter on my desk and all this stuff. Like, I'm not a collector like that, but I do play my games. So in a sense, it kind of makes sense with, what everybody's saying in this panel right now. It does make a lot of sense to just release the game with the bundle items included and put it at a set price, because mind you, you're paying $60-something for the regular normal game, then you have to pay another $80 or $70 for the special edition.
100.
On top of that, 100 plus whatever they're pricing these items with, so you're damn near almost $300 in the bank for shit that you can just do yourself at home and make your own bandanas, make your own stuff, and make your whole theme for yourself. So it really makes no sense.
That's the biggest problem with this, man. The game should be there first and foremost, but this particular edition here, the contents of this edition are complete shit. There is nothing here to display. I know most people who buy a collector's edition, they want it for like a special figure or something they can put on their shelf, right? Because I'm one of those guys. I have all kind of Gears of War figures and video game stuff, movie stuff, all that shit, right? So I want something I can display. Right. And they gave you a metal goddamn coin, as I said before. I think it's to congratulate you on getting fucked. They got a goddamn wooden puzzle, right? You got a treasure map, to which I can only assume the fucking map's there to see. You got to figure out where the fuck the game is at, right? You got to follow this fucking map to find the game. There's a lot of bullshit. It's mostly fucking paper. There's a catalog in there. It's a bunch of useless garbage, man. That bandana, I'm telling you, I've seen that exact same bandana at Walmart for $1. Wow. So the contents of this thing are a big problem too.
I'm just looking back on Unbox Therapy's old videos. I just realized how much quality, like in terms of like content, you got too with the 360. But you guys remember Gears of War 2 and 3's limited edition,
which I still have.
Remember that shit where you got like the plaque of Marcus and everything?
You don't? I don't remember that.
Like you get like his medal, basically.
Yeah.
No. But
you get like a picture of him too. But you get his medal, you get his the statue and shit like that. Yeah, that's how it should be. But again, I guess those days are legit gone. And I don't mean no pun intended.
Well, I mean, you look at some collector's editions now, like Titanfall 1 and 2, for example, where they're $250.
Even for the helmet?
Some of these things are going like crazy.
Yeah, some are
ridiculous. Yeah, but that Titanfall statue is my favorite one, though. So far, that's my baby right there.
The one with the big Titan statue, that was the best one. But the one with the helmet, you said that was $200?
$250.
Yeah,
for the helmets?
I don't care what their price is, as long as they include the fucking game. But we're going on the next topic here, and Griffin Gaming kind of touched on it. So Red Dead Redemption 2, it drops in what, October or November of this year?
October 26th.
Okay, October. And as with any game, right, you got Standard Edition, Deluxe Edition, Ultimate Edition, right? Well, this game comes with Ultimate Edition. No surprise. It is $100, but what is a big surprise, however, and it's very concerning, is, like Griffin touched on, this game has it's $40 more, so it's $100 for this Ultimate Edition, and it comes with exclusive story or side mission content. So story mission kind of things. Apparently, they're not integral to the main story of the game, but they are still side missions. They are locked exclusively to the Ultimate Edition. You will not be able to buy these things on their own or separate or some kind of different pack. You can only acquire these. It's other stuff too, cosmetics, and I think maybe something for your horse. But it is 2 or 3 story missions locked behind a $40 paywall. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
That's bullshit. That's all I gotta say.
It's bullshit, but I'm still buying it.
Bogus. Hey,
You still buying it?
I mean, $100 for Red Dead 2. I mean, you don't get games of that quality, but every so often.
Griffin, don't. I will Griffin. I don't give a fuck what game it is. I don't give a fuck what game it is. You're making shit exclusive to an Ultimate Edition. So you're saying if you don't want to sell $100 for this game, fuck you. You ain't playing this shit ever.
I mean, I always get the Ultimate Editions anyway. Like, I bought the Ultimate Edition for Gears of War 4, which was the dumbest thing I think I've ever done, because the season pass for that was absolutely worthless. But I mean, I'm fine with it, honestly. I was going to get it anyway before they
wow, that's never okay, bro. Griffin. You locking the content behind a goddamn collector's edition, though? For real? That's crazy.
Buttons locked behind the scenes.
I mean, maybe I was thinking that maybe this could get people off claiming that Sony's exclusives are anti-consumer, and they can actually go out there and protest some anti-consumer shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. You know what I mean? Because if you're going to lock content behind a goddamn collector's edition, that it don't get no more anti-consumer than that.
Games have been doing this for forever.
I mean, not to mention Red Dead. I don't know. I've been trying to replay that on the backwards compatibility Xbox. Let me upset some people, but that's some boring ass shit. I ain't going to lie to you, man. I mean, why do you have me smacking horses on the ass and roping goddamn horses and herding cattle? I don't want to do none of that. You understand?
What games have done this, Greg? Because, of course we got DLC, season passes and shit, but what other game, I can't think of recent memory, that has deliberately locked, not cosmetics, but fucking actual story side missions behind a...
I can't remember one.
Every single Ubisoft game that has ever released.
Yeah, he's got a point. Every Assassin's Creed's got some shit like that.
Yeah, every single one of those games. Far Cry, all of them has a pre-order bonus mission. Exclusive end-game items. And
it has one mission?
That's crazy.
At least one.
But you know what? That's not surprising from them companies. It definitely ain't surprising.
I mean, it's something that's existed for a long time. And I know you get more than just the 2 missions with the $100 version. I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Cosmetics.
I think you get some boosters or whatever, so you level up quicker in the online.
That's still bullshit.
It was big as beforehand. Like Call of Duty even did this shit back when guns used to be locked behind the season pass. Like, y'all remember the Ripper?
Yeah,
shit like that was locked behind season pass.
That's content too. But I don't remember ever. I believe you guys, but I don't ever remember there being multiple fucking side missions or story missions.
Yeah,
deliberately being exclusive to that edition with no other option to acquire it.
Yeah, so it's really nothing new then. So what you guys are saying is really nothing new.
Like Assassin's Creed Origins, for example, it was like the Secret of the Pyramid side quest kind of storyline, which was like an hour or 2 long, and that was exclusive only if you pre-ordered.
That's fucking sad, man.
Wow.
This is like I said, this is a goddamn problem, man. I did not know about this until recently. They were doing this shit behind the fucking Ultimate Edition. So they are forcing you, if you want all the content the game has to offer, it's not even like DLC and shit, you are forced to buy the Ultimate Edition, shell out $100 for this game. I don't give a fuck what company it is. I don't care if it's Naughty Dog, whoever. Fuck that.
I agree.
That is the most anti-consumer shit I've ever heard.
Well, hold on. You know what I mean? Naughty Dog does kind of get a pass. You know what I'm saying? Because you just can't go against Naughty Gods. All right. Now you're welcome to talk this shit about everybody else, but Naughty Dog, you know what I mean? They can sell babies in the black market, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting The Last of Us too. You understand what I'm saying?
I wouldn't care who it was. It has nothing to do with the stature of the game. This should not be in any fucking game.
One of the Batman Arkham.
I'm just fucking with you though. You right.
Where you had to pay to play Catwoman or something like that.
Well, that's DLC, right? That's not. That wasn't an addition.
That was DLC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, this year there's no option to buy it separately at all. If you want this shit, you have to buy the Ultimate Edition, no questions.
Hey, but you know what? By Griffin saying that he don't care and he gonna buy that shit, that's why they do it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. I'm saying you are a customer. It's your money. You work hard for your money, and you are entitled to buy whatever the fuck you want. But I'm saying that's why they do it. That's why it exists.
Right. People will buy regardless, and like I said, people do whatever they want with their money. But like I said, but it doesn't negate the fact that is a blatant fucking practice of money gouging.
I think it's going to be like a timed exclusive thing because most of these games, after a certain amount of time, all these pre-order missions, all the like.
It better not be, Griffin, because people who bought the Ultimate Edition just to secure that content are going to be pissed the fuck off. If they start releasing that shit later.
I mean, but Ubisoft does that too.
Everybody ain't gonna be pissed.
They know they can get away with it.
It's like Call of Duty
y'all sound like
pre-order
y'all just whipped into shape, man. Like y'all just like it's what it is.
Like you know how Call of Duty has the pre-order maps, they always unlock them after a certain time.
Fucking submissive.
Please don't mention Call of Duty around me right now. Nah, please don't do that.
What's the Mass Effect shit, Craig?
Well, in Mass Effect 3, if you pre-ordered it through GameStop, you got different armor than if you pre-ordered at Best Buy.
Yes, that's cosmetics.
All right, but ultimately they released it to everybody.
Yeah, again, it's cosmetics. I'm talking about actual fucking story content.
But it's listen, I'm not saying it's right, but the business part about it is an incentive for you to pay for the more expensive.
If you want to call it, and I call it money gouging. If you want to say incentive, that's fine.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it is a money grab. But you don't have to partake.
And the stuff doesn't affect your progress through the game because you can beat the game just the same. Even if you like buy the special edition or whatever and you don't redeem the code, you're still going to get the same ending, the same story as everybody else.
I know it doesn't affect the actual in-game itself, but it's still the fucking principle. They are ripping content straight from this and not putting it in Season Pass, not putting it in a separate pack by itself for $10 or whatever, but forcing you to buy the Ultimate Edition of their game to experience that content. And like Griffin said, the people who are fans of Red Dead are going to fucking follow it blindly and do it regardless. It doesn't make it right.
Yeah, it's never okay. Never okay.
But anyway,
that's why they do it.
Next topic. Any final thoughts on that?
This whole policy.
I can't stand that shit, man. Like I said, it's a principle. And you ask me, man, Rockstar's getting a little goddamn cocky, man, ever since GTA 5.
Shit, man, they got the #1 selling game of all time.
They cocky as hell. And they got everybody trying to chase what they're doing. They got everybody trying to be the next GTA.
That
damn right.
If you look at the damn sales.
I know they're astronomical. Yeah,
it's always in the top 3. If GTA is always in the top 10 selling every time.
Yeah, it's crazy. I guess about for like fucking. It was last gen the game released.
Right now, I think they still sold it for $60.
Yeah, that's nuts, man. You guys think they're gonna have like horse cards in this game? Like
there's going to be
equivalent to like
try their hardest to replicate GTA.
Oh yeah, that's part of the Ultimate Edition. You get like some special horse.
Yeah,
you actually get points for GTA, don't you?
Yeah, I saw something like that.
Yeah, they're going to try to replicate what they did with GTA Online.
That's just like a $20 value.
Trying to have like you do it with poker and shit like that. They're going to try their best to recreate GTA Online with Red Dead.
Hey, but fellas, you know what? The shit ain't going anywhere, man. So I need Wags to calm down. The shit ain't going nowhere.
No, I ain't calming down, man. I'm continuously going to talk about it. I'm not gonna sit by here and act like everything's cool and shit about it.
Yeah, it's crazy because
people got so immune to it.
Yeah, the thing is, we know that this is where all this shit is headed to. You know what I mean? Even Sony is going to dab in this shit pretty damn soon. Watch and believe that shit. I don't trust none of these goddamn companies. Okay, so soon this shit is going to infiltrate everywhere. We're going to have games as a service, games as a service, games as a service.
I'd be surprised if we don't see Sony come out with a Fortnite style game for E3 this year.
I'm just trying to enjoy some single player while I'm here, man.
It's so much money that these like these games are generating, man, they'll be crazy not to try to invest in these types of games. Because look at Fortnite, man. The game is making so much freaking money, man. So it's crazy for these. Of course, man, this stuff ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Dirt, do you see the damage control though for Call of Duty though? Motherfucker saying that it was in the making before Fortnite.
No, for real? No, man, I guarantee they stopped the campaign and started working on. I guarantee they stopped the campaign and started working on that blackout mode because of the success of Fortnite and PUBG.
Anyway, hey, real quick.
How is it innovative? It went from 6v6 to 5v5.
And just to chat real quick, what's going on? Dwayne, Ryan, Cyrus, Wireframe, JP Loco, Impatient Cyrus. I said the same name. Thank y'all for coming, man. Appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm not looking at the chat too much, but I'm focused on this shit. Next up, this is kind of a positive topic. It's what I'm actually pretty fucking hyped about. I don't know if you guys are too. If you have not heard yet, the final season of the Walking Dead, the Telltale's Walking Dead, releases August 14th. That'll be the first episode. So this will be the final journey with Clementine. We'll see how the story ends. I'm hyped about it. Is anybody here Walking Dead?
I love that shit, man.
I like the first 2 seasons. The third put me
that last piece of dialogue in there just to tell you that it's pretty much like legit. Like she's basically done. Like she's dead in this last.
God damn, Ryan.
She's dead.
The third season was the worst season though.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I
can't get through the third one. I'm halfway through it, and I just can't bring it.
The third one. The third one was.
It was all right. It wasn't.
It wasn't like.
The first one was my favorite.
I thought we were playing.
Yeah, the first one was dope.
Yeah, the third one didn't grab me like the previous two, but I even liked that. What was that DLC called? Like 500 Days or something?
Oh yeah, that was sweet too.
That was cool. I like that one too.
Yeah, so but, I'm hyped for that shit, man. That releases August 14th. Go ahead, OBJ.
No, I never played none of those games. So
You'd like the bundle.
Yeah, I didn't even know if I would actually like some shit like that. But
did you like Detroit Become Human?
Detroit, yeah, Detroit is lit. So I'm like,
but you might like it if you like Detroit.
Yeah, but Detroit's a lot more entertaining.
Detroit, the best game I ever played like that, man.
I like Detroit, man, but I was fucking invested in Clementine and fucking. Can't think of the main person's name now. Lee. Lee and Clementine,
Yeah, once he was that game.
I was thinking about giving them a try since I like Detroit, so I probably
definitely got to check it out.
You want to give Heavy Rain a try. I've never actually played that game.
Version. Did y'all play Michonne?
Yeah, I beat that. Yeah. That was pretty good too. Yeah, I beat that. Yeah, that one's only 3 episodes long.
Which one?
Was it good? Michonne's.
The Michonne.
I never touched it.
OBJ, but let me tell you though, man. But like going to from Detroit to the Walking Dead, it might be kind of difficult though. Man,
yeah.
To be honest with you.
So
we're talking like a cell phone game versus a AAA game.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan Lands, bro. Ryan Lands. Yes, that's a good point, man. I agree with you. All right, but next time
I might have to refer that to Fatal Mephisto because he likes to play trash. So
he just played trash. He's playing Overcooked right now, bro.
Let me play this song, bro.
Okay, so real quick, Fortnite has been rated for the Switch.
They apparently had it leaked on the store too.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, they hacked into the store and found the data for the game.
Okay,
it's confirmed.
Okay, so
your ass wags.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I did. Shout out to Cherry, man. He told me. So Fortnite apparently is coming to Switch, but Dirt, there's a couple of things we don't know yet, right? Is it going to include all the game modes? Is it going to just be the single player mode? Will it include the Fortnite Battle Royale mode? And will it be the console version, or will it be more like the phone version, or a custom edition for the Nintendo Switch, like they've done in the past? You know, with FIFA and other shit like that, missing game modes, Payday 2, you know, WWE 2K18, all this shit. So, is it going to be a competent version up to task, or up to par with PS4, Xbox, and PC?
Negative on that one.
Ooh.
Negative on that. I'll say it's going to be like more the mobile style Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like the iPhone one?
Yeah.
I agree.
Because
I mean, shit. You saw it can't even run Resident Evil.
Yeah, but I mean, Fortnite will run on a potato of
Fortnite's not very demanding, but for some reason I have a hard time thinking that game's going to hit even 1080p 60.
It ain't going to be 60 frames per second either.
2030 is my guess.
Are they
2030.
I think that they should start incorporating that whole infrastructure for the multiplayer aspect of the game, because that is the selling point for Fortnite, regardless of what platform it is on. Like right now on Android and fucking iOS, that shit is doing numbers. When I'm talking about numbers, they're doing numbers crucially higher than anything else in the market right now in mobile gaming.
Is the Switch is the Switch gonna be able to handle that the online mode, the online that
Yeah, I think so.
requires?
It all depends. It all depends on
I
how
think they know their competence in building the network.
Yeah, it all depends on how well they work it. If they make a shitty ass infrastructure, bro, they're gonna catch a lot of flack because this game draws. When I talk about crowds, you be having maybe 35 or even 40 people at one time playing on one server, and it does stress the shit out of the actual hardware.
I mean, they don't have proper voice chat. You got people damage controlling, you know, saying that's $20 a year. Most likely this shit's going to be below par. So, I mean,
If I had to guess, man, if I had to guess, I think it's gonna be a downgraded version. Like Fortnite isn't the prettiest game, you know, regardless, and it's not very demanding. But I do not think it's gonna be the same as PS4 and Xbox. That's how I have a nagging feeling, man. I think it's gonna be missing a lot of things.
Put the game in low and medium on your PC or whatever, and that's what it's gonna look like.
It'll definitely be downgraded.
I say 720p, 720p 30.
I think it will run good network-wise, though, because Nintendo's games, for the most part, from what I've played on my Switch, they all run well. I've never had lag. I've never had server issues.
Yeah, but do they have 100 fucking people?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, but I think it's going to work if a cell phone can run it, because the network card's probably the exact same as a cell phone.
I don't know, bro. Is the Switch much more powerful than, like, let's say, like an iPhone X?
Oh yeah, much more powerful.
Well, this is the problem I have with this with the Switch is basically the games that are 60 frames on the Xbox and PlayStation. I would like for them to be 60 frames on the goddamn Switch. I don't mind the visual downgrades because I know it's a portable system. I know not to expect that. But from what I was told at the beginning when the Switch came out, that it was more powerful than Wii U. Now, I remember playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I know that shit old, but I played it at 60 frames. It ran smooth as hell on my Wii U. You know what I'm saying? I was killing the shit out of every kid I came across. Every kid, I killed them all. But you know, when it comes to the Switch, I go to play goddamn NBA 2K18 on there. That shit stuttery as hell. This 30 frames per second. You know, sacrifice the looks, give me the frames. You know what I mean? On a portable system, you can understand that, but still, you should have your shit running at the same level as the PS4 or the Xbox if it is truly more powerful than the goddamn Wii U. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, we'll see, man. Of course, there's no official announced date yet. We don't know when it's going to come. Probably not till, I don't know, maybe summer or late this year, but who knows? But go ahead. Somebody was going to say something about this.
I just want to say something real quick. So this argument where it needs to like kind of run the same as the PlayStation 4, I don't think many people are going to look at it that way, because if you have your Switch and your PS4 sitting next to each other in your house, which version of Fortnite are you going to want to play? It's going to be the PS4 version.
PS4.
The thing where I think that Fortnite on the Switch has the most potential is the fact that you can take it with you in the handheld mode. And at that point, it just needs to run significantly better than the cell phone version. I think if it can do that, it'll have a really good place.
But at that point, like, you can't just go to the goddamn park and play that shit. You got to be at like McDonald's or somewhere with Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you got to be connected to Wi-Fi.
Put a hotspot up on your phone.
We had the same conversation with Doom. You remember Doom? Doom ran 30 on the damn Switch.
Have you tried a hotspot with your Switch, Griffin?
No,
it's fucking horrible.
I've never.
I tried playing Mario Kart on a hotspot. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah,
it was lagging left and right.
So that's something that needs to be.
JWAGS.
What's that?
You enjoyed that cell phone chat though, at least?
Oh no, I didn't use the chat refuse.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I had people keep asking me for my Nintendo friend code. I'm like, I don't know that shit. Sorry, that's just longer than my social, bro.
Tags to PSN IDs to fucking friend code.
Yeah, that shit's an abomination. But okay,
his name is J735-89. Like, what the fuck?
And I saw somebody in the chat section said that he said stop. PUBG runs better on a cell phone than the Xbox One X. Ooh.
Hey, you know what? That's the truth, man. Because I got it on the cell phone. That shit does run better.
Yeah, it does. And people say, "Oh, well, it's not the same version." Like, it doesn't look as good. PUBG looks like ass regardless.
Yeah,
there's no reason
that game is rough as hell.
That shit is trash.
Just imagine the outrage if they were able to get PUBG on the Switch to run good.
All they'd have to do is play the mobile version.
Let's talk about that real quick. Side topic. How the fuck? Tell me how. I mean, H1Z1 runs 60 FPS on the fucking base PS4, flawless. But PUBG just can't get right.
It's because PUBG's going after everybody and suing the competition versus improving their own game.
Yep. And not only that, is the team that's actually developing the HC1 is actually a well-balanced team. They know exactly what to look for, what to fix, and they know how to properly port the game into a console. Something that Blue Hole has to learn to do with their game. They have to see they have to see the issues that are hindering the game unplayable. Don't just throw content, extra maps, and all this other bullshit, and then once you release it, the game performs like utter shit. Fix the problems first, then bring us the content after the fix.
Man, it doesn't need to be in 4K, man. It doesn't need to be in 4K.
No, it does not.
It looks no better.
Man, they sold over 75 million goddamn copies, man. You know what I mean? They ain't fixing shit.
Yep.
Something that I've always wondered with PUBG, I always wondered, how would it run on the PlayStation? Because that's one of the reasons why I kind of held back on some of my judgment.
It'll run like shit on everything.
It's not.
No, but PlayStation wouldn't let it on there because it's not up to their standards.
Yeah,
Right.
They don't have a
So
preview program.
where I was trying to go with that is you got PUBG that can't run worth the shit on there. You got
very bottom.
State of Decay that runs like shit, and you got some State of Decay issues. So I'm wondering if the problem is with the Xbox One itself, is if developers are having a hard time developing for that shit, at least the first party ones.
Yeah,
Right, I agree. All right,
that list. Did you see the leaked E3 list? Because PUBG's on the list.
PUBG soured my whole taste on every goddamn battle royale game. I don't want to play no damn battle royale
list
game.
going around every single day, so who the hell knows what's true?
Hey, at the very end, this is the chat knows panel. At the very end, we'll do our E3 predictions. But next topic, it's the kind of out of nowhere kind of thing. I don't know too much about it. I'm not a big fan of the series, but I'll let you guys go on it. Hitman 2 is releasing November 13th, 2018. We've got confirmation. It's from Warner Brothers. Like I said, I know nothing about the Hitman series for the most part. So is anybody here excited about that? What are you guys' thoughts on Hitman?
Question, is it episodic? Is it episodic like the last one?
No,
I heard
this
it's
is the
not
full
this
game.
time.
It's not episodic like the last one?
Yeah.
No,
Last one did get
it's a full game.
Yeah, that's what fucked up the last one.
It's supposed to be. Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
You said it's supposed to be episodic?
No. I said it's supposed to be. Apparently, it's supposed to be a direct sequel to Hitman 1, I guess, which makes sense.
Okay. Wow. Then it should be interesting. I saw a little bit of the gameplay. It looked all right. The last Hitman game I played was Absolution. So
I played a long time ago, probably like PS2 days, bro. Last time I played a Hitman.
yeah,
When I had the last one, it was pretty good. Like, it was pretty good. I didn't finish it though, but it was pretty good though.
Yeah.
I just hate stealth. Like, I do not like stealth.
Oh, you don't like
games.
stealth game?
Yeah.
No, I don't have the
I used to hate
patience
them
to
too.
like go and hide. Like that just pisses
Hey, you know
me
what,
off.
Griff? Hey, man, back when I was yours, I used to hate stealth games too and shit. Now I don't mind them now.
Yeah,
I mean, I like a good mix.
Like Absolute, because they kind of defeat the point of stealth with
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just go in and gun your way through the rooms.
It's like they fucked the whole design up. I thought the purpose of you changing and disguising yourself was the point of like getting past people, but it's like, oh, everybody knows who this motherfucker is. Like, what?
Well, no, you just have to.
It's the same like Splinter Cell Blacklist. I just ran my way through that game and just killed everybody in my path.
Well, you can't have direct line of sight. That's the key. They can't have direct line of sight of it. You can walk right past them as long as they don't have direct line of sight. But that's the. If you remember, in the original Hitman games, if you had a certain like uniform, you know what I'm saying? That's true. They changed that. You're right. You're right about that.
Yeah, that they didn't really bother you. They kind of fucked that up. It's like, wait, I don't get this shit. Why is it that I
Right, they
have
still
this
be looking
outfit?
at you.
Like you always
still
get
look
that
at you like,
protection going off. Like, hey, be careful, you about to get spotted. What the fuck? Like,
I understand what you're saying, but it's just you have to avoid direct line of sight. But my best kill on there was the aphrodisiac, and the guy went to go get his chub on with that girl, and I murdered them together. It was a beautiful kill.
I had no clue what you were talking about.
In Absolution, I feel one in Absolution when you fucking
Man said get his chub on.
The funniest death in Absolution when dude was like looking like he was basically testing that hair growth shit, and then you fuck with it, it becomes flammable, and his fucking hair like is on fire.
Yeah.
And falls off the top.
Listen, I'm a methodical kind of guy. I like the stuff. I like sneaking behind people, and I like yoking them out. Stealth is key to me in any game, regardless of how action oriented it is. If I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you with style and flair, no matter what.
Yeah, I use that fiber wire like it's going out of business. I mean, I love it.
Well, that is, you guys sound pretty excited about it. Like I said, that's Hitman 2.
Your goal, honestly, is to come up with the most flamboyant way to take out your enemy. Not just go up and shoot somebody. Any goon can do that.
Yeah,
you are a
professional.
Yeah, man. Just like even in Metal Gear Solid, like if you played all the Metal Gears, you had to have a strategy with most of the enemies. Because even if they saw you, you could still kill them and, you know, be on your merry way. But me, I like sniping, man. I like taking shots from far and making sure everything is clean and you're gone.
I'll tell you what, like, you guys just talk about this shit bores me to death. So Hitman 2 releases November 13th, 2018. That's one of the topics. You know, it's the game coming out, Hitman 2, but like that game to me is boring as fuck. But okay, so next thing up, this is a hype topic. Days Gone release date. So shortly, actually the day after, we hear about Crackdown 3 getting delayed. Sony goes and drops a release date for Days Gone, February 22nd. This game's from Ben Studio. It looks hype. Did you guys see the trailer?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The world is after you. You had fucking crows and wolves after you and all kind of crazy shit. I've been hyping this game since I saw it, and I'm liking it more and more. I see from that, like the whole the bike aspect of it, like the biker part of it, and the way the zombies react to the way there's so much I like about it. I can't even go into it. But what are you guys hyped for this game?
Yeah, I like the way the freakers
take that
look.
L, Microsoft. Take that L.
Yeah, the game looks really good.
Hey, they combating that. They combating that with Crackdown, baby. Crackdown.
All right, sorry.
Crackdown.
You mean crack pipe?
No,
I like the way the freakers
release
look.
date though so early though, or at this time. It's the reason why they did that is to call them out to see if they'll actually release fucking Crackdown 3. Crackdown 3 is not releasing that.
I think it did, man. I don't think it's coincidence.
You want to bet some money?
What?
Maybe
I'll bet you they don't release February.
That shit ain't coming out.
I think they gotta release it. I think they gotta release it.
They wouldn't have mentioned a month if they're not releasing it.
No information has been coming out about the game aside from the delays. Nothing.
Okay, hey brother, E3 is in 2 days, man. Let's wait to see E3, man.
Wait till
E3. They said they're gonna show it. No, they said they're gonna show it at E3. Can't we just wait to see what they're gonna do?
It was supposed to release in September of one of them years, wasn't it?
Let me interject right there. So at E3 this year, you're okay with them showing you another montage and Crackdown 3 being in the montage?
Listen,
if they show the multiplayer, I'm cool with it because we haven't seen that yet.
They're gonna show it. They said they're gonna show it at E3. All we can do is sit and wait to see it, man. That's all I'm saying.
They said it at this year's E3.
They said it, yes. When they came out and said,
"Hold up."
I can see you guys. I put the link in the chat.
Oh my god!
Go ahead, Dirk. Keep talking, Dirk.
Fuck out of here with that shit, man.
Keep talking, Dirk. Go ahead.
Don't play that shit.
Go fuck yourself.
Go ahead, bro.
Listen here. If a dealership keeps showing a car, they can't release this car because it keeps having problem after problem. After a while, I don't want to see this shit in the dealership no more until it's ready to hit the road.
I don't know, man. They just I think Sony blatantly did this. It's almost coincidence, man. They dropped the hammer down and said, "Hey, here's a release date for Days Gone," and then it's what it is, man.
I think Sony did that shit because all that damn backlash they got for announcing Tetris out this motherfucker. You feel me? And niggas are trying to come to bat for that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Thank you for mentioning that because Wags wasn't going to mention that.
Yeah, it was. It's on my goddamn list at the bottom.
But everybody's throwing backlash at Tetris, but do you guys understand how big?
Oh shit!
Trash.
Trash. No. It's trash. It's trash. I know it's trash. But it's the highest selling games of all time. Regardless of
hey, look!
I can
I'm
look
not
up Tetris for free on a website right now. I'm not hyped for it.
I'm not calling Tetris trash, okay? It's all good. It's a good game. It's a historic game, okay? But when you announce ahead of time, well ahead of time, that you're going to be making some announcements before E3, you know what I mean? People tuned in, and then you see some goddamn shit look like people taking on the screen and shit about 8 minutes long, and then they finally show some blocks of Tetris at the end. No, that ain't the way. That ain't the way, fam. That ain't the way.
First of all, they did that as opposed to it being at the E3 show and bringing the show down.
Yeah, that's cool, but what I'm saying is just release it on Twitter, release it on YouTube or whatever, you know what I mean? Or make an announcement like an hour before it.
Sony needs like an Xbox, like what's that shit called? Fucking inside Xbox type of event. That's what Sony needs. Where it's like announce.
I mean, that game just it wasn't show worthy.
I felt like Sony always has E3 always has the pre-show, right? They could have showed that pre-show. They didn't even have to show that.
Yeah, Sony's pre-show last year was trash.
I agree with you.
It's a sizzle reel game.
Please, one at a time.
Hey guys, if I was to read you out the actual sales numbers for these games,
who gives a fuck?
We don't even care about the sales numbers.
Minecraft's one of the best-selling games. Carlos, it's still fucking shit.
It's still Minecraft is number 2 to Tetris.
Resident Evil 2.
Hey, Carlos, man, you my man, 50 grand, but man, hey, hold the line, chill out, man.
Yeah,
hey, just chill out, man, chill out, man.
Myself, I felt like Sony is playing chess with Microsoft anyway, with all these reveals. And if I was to look at this as a heavyweight fight, that opening round was not a good round. You know, putting that Tetris out there, they could have done a little bit better than that.
I understand. I thought they was actually going to show the Carlos. I understand like the significance of Tetris and how big it was, but like. It doesn't matter. Like if they release like a goddamn Pong in VR, I'd have the same reaction.
Because I look at that the same way when they announced Minecraft in 4K. I mean, who gonna but don't get me
care less. I could care less about it. It's just I didn't think it was the proper way of announcing the game. They could have just showed in the E3 and call it a day. That would created a better buzz for the game. But releasing it on, making a statement like this right now ahead of time, it doesn't really merit anything other than just
that should not have been an E3.
It's a sizzle reel. And it's something you show 2 seconds of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it really wasn't like that big of a deal, right? But all I saw on Twitter was I was like, oh, Tetris for your show, hold that L, and then everyone's like, hey,
I didn't really care for it too much.
At least it's better than anything on Xbox. I'm like, calm down.
Yeah, I didn't think a lot of people were going to come to defense. You know what I mean? I made a little joke about it, and I was going on my merry way. I come back, I'm like, God damn, a lot of people jumping to defend this shit. I'm like, God damn, okay.
You know how big Tetris is, motherfucker? Have some respect. That's how it was like, man. Like, holy fuck. Okay.
You actually surprised me.
What the fuck was that? There was going to be a major announcement.
No, it didn't. No, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting anything but Tetris.
Hey, I was expecting. Hey, look, they said they was going to announce release dates, bro. Release dates. So, what games are we waiting for release dates for? It was games like Days Gone and shit like that.
Hold up,
maybe even Concrete Genie or something like that. But not Tetris.
Yeah. Silver Sky in the chat. It was more than one person. God damn it.
Yeah, I got what everybody's saying. It makes sense.
Put Silver Sky in the chat. He wanted to join in the fun.
I sent him a link. He said he's crashing. I don't know.
Oh damn! He's still using that bum ass iPad, man.
Yeah, I said I want to come in here though because he said it's only one person. No, because he was going back and forth with me a little bit about it, about the Tetris.
Yeah, he was. I remember.
But yeah, like it was like there wasn't a huge deal, man. But I was like, I thought it was bullshit. I'm like, oh, Tetris cool. That shouldn't have been your ending thing for that show. But whatever. It's not a huge deal. The difference here is that they have plenty of other games to show. They have plenty of other games coming. I wasn't even trying to entirely bash. I was like, hold that O. And then, holy fuck.
Hey, JWAGS, you touched on Miami Street coming to Windows 10, but not Xbox?
I think last week. Last week, yeah. That's some crazy shit there.
Yeah.
That Dave Buster's exclusive deal.
Yeah, I've talked about. I'm very up to date on the Xbox news.
Okay. Where's your?
Hey, are you gonna talk about the possible rumor?
Let me tell y'all all summer. I got a list in front of me that prepared. Go ahead. What's
yeah, no.
What are you saying,
Dirt?
The
rumor About Microsoft buying like Playground Games.
I thought that was set in stone. They've already filed the paperwork in the UK for that.
Yeah, but I was But I'm asking was why
I was not. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck.
Because it's positive.
I don't give a fuck. Who cares if they bought them now?
Hold on, wait a minute.
They already had them. I thought they was already signed.
You don't give a fuck about that, but you want to talk about Tetris? Get the fuck out. It's a positive.
That's fine. They bought them. I'm not.
But it's news. Is it news? Is it news?
Hey, y'all. Hey, look. Just answer me this one question. What is Playground Games portfolio so far?
Forza Horizon. Forza.
And I love Forza Horizon. But what else?
Xbox's best game right now.
What else though?
Well, like nothing right now.
Okay, then. So that's why I'm not hyped for it. But getting studios and buying studios is the right move, and you got to start somewhere.
Right.
But I really get hyped for it until I see the fruits of this shit.
They should have.
You see what I'm saying?
But it's still a news topic that we can mention, right?
I'm glad you brought it up, Dirt. Like I said, I could give a fuck. Too little, too late.
Hey, this shit.
Too late.
Look at this shit right here. Hey, Xbox fans, we don't get we don't get positive news at all. This a small positive news story, and you say you don't give a fuck.
Everybody was so hyped that they started some kind of like Microsoft.
You talked about the fucking Atari for 2 weeks.
Santa Monica or some bullshit like that. Everybody's hyped about that. You ain't gonna see any labor from that until fucking 5-6 years down the road.
I think
you was talking about the Atari VCS or that shit for like 4 months ago.
Guess what? The Atari VCS is gonna drop before any fucking new Xbox games.
You out of line tonight, man. You out of line.
I think Sikuma said it best when he said that Microsoft buying Playgrounds, which I thought they already had, but he said that equates to Sony basically buying Quantic Dreams. You know what I'm saying? They both only make games for goddamn, their respective systems anyway. So it's like,
I didn't even know it was like
you know what I mean?
You mean to tell me?
But it's always good though.
With Sony,
but it's good to own them.
Yeah, it's definitely good to own them. I just want to know what they're.
Look at Insomniac, right?
You know what? Dirt got me.
They only did PlayStation games.
Dirt got me.
I should have did Sunset Overdrive.
I should have brought it up. Because it is a news topic. But who gives a fuck?
Now I do think
pre-announcement though they're gonna end the show with this apparently if their announcement of buying Playground Games.
Well, I do think they are the most talented developer that they have currently. You know what I mean?
It's the only over 90 game they got.
I think 343 and the Coalition are very talented development teams. It's just they've been so limited in what they can actually make.
Yeah, we won't never know that talent. You know what I mean? Because they don't allow them to do anything.
A Sinvolt wine in the chat said Playground Games bought by Microsoft equals new Lionhead Studios.
I hope not.
They've actually got 1, 2. They're going to announce. I've been told they're going to announce 2 more studios that they've got.
Yeah.
But OBJ's right. I'm not going to see fruit for at least 2 to 3 years at minimum.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's just.
But if they do announce 2 or 3 more studios, I'll be more happy. Well, that shit gonna sound fucked up, ain't it? But I'll be more happy than them actually announcing games right now. You know what I mean? Because no, this is the thing. You got, and look, no, this is the thing. You have to put the seeds in the goddamn ground in order to grow the goddamn plant, okay? Sony has perfected this shit. They have perfected this shit.
I can't believe you.
I'm just saying.
Hey man, he's up here spitting facts and you playing what the
that's serious business. I mean, now I'm not gonna jump. I'm not gonna jump next gen and get me a goddamn Xbox off the break like I did this gen.
That's what it is, man.
Until they show me some shit.
Everybody's happy about them buying studios now, but so it's now officially wait till next gen.
You can't create games without studios.
I'm cool with that, but don't throw the shit up on E3 like they show us the CGI trailer when it's gonna be a banner that says Playground Games.
Nah, that's the best excuse ever. Wait till E3. It's always the same excuse. Wait till E3.
Hey,
So
you
I'm
damn
gonna-
right. We got
Here's
we
the
got that up to
everybody,
stage.
everybody's congratulating on some
What
shit
else we supposed
that
to
they
say?
should just be doing. It's their job.
Right.
It's a fucking
Exactly.
game
It's their
I know it's
responsibility.
crazy that we are in what this is the third Xbox system though. This is the third Xbox system, right?
Yeah,
Third
yeah.
Xbox generation. It's crazy that they're just now seeing
I
the
agree with you on
benefits
that.
of owning their own studios. That's the
I
crazy
agree with
thing.
you on that. I
They
agree with you on
probably
that.
wouldn't be in the situation right now if they had done this, earlier. That's the
But I
whole
don't
thing.
even think it's that. It's because I think it's just the quality of games they've been putting out. Because the 360 generation, they had even less first party studios, you could argue.
True, but they had
games
the
were just
third
on a
party support.
completely different level. I mean, look at Gears of War, look at Halo. The 360 versions of those games were just in a completely different ballpark than the ones we're seeing now. They were industry leaders. They were the best games in their genre, and you just can't say the same
And it
about
had
those
great
games anymore.
third party deals too. Then, man.
Yeah,
Exactly. But who created Gears? Who created Gears and who created Halo?
No,
Epic
Microsoft.
Games and then Bungie.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're not there anymore, are they?
Yeah,
see
but
what
I'm just saying
if
that
they
even if
had
they don't
those
have first
studios,
party-
if they had those studios, then maybe they'd have some different games right now. Some games that people actually want to play. You know what I mean? You got to have studios in order to make games. Right now, they're trying to buy games, and you can't keep buying games.
Right.
They left.
Hey, you're right.
Okay.
You're right about that.
All right. So
crazy.
Days Gone releases February 22nd. Hype as fuck for that. So
Yeah.
next up, I'm preface this topic real quick, just for everybody in the chat, in case you guys do not know. I'm sure that you guys have heard about this. Some of you anyway.
Right.
So let's real quick. Destiny 2. Now, I'm not a Destiny fan. I hated Destiny 1. I hate Destiny 2. I hate Destiny in its entirety. I do not like the game itself. I'm not a big Halo fan either, so it doesn't translate well. I'm just not a fan of the game, regardless of anything they've done. But I'm really not a fan after what they do with the whole Taken King debacle last generation. Or not last generation, but their last game at the beginning of the gen. So now we have, Destiny 2. It's been out for 9 months now, and now they're putting out more DLC. And we have a new one coming out called The Forsaken, I believe it's called. And this DLC is going to cost you $40 on its own, and you must buy the annual pass for $35. So that is a $75 purchase above, in addition to the base game that you already bought. But not only is it a $70 purchase above that, but in order to play this new Forsaken DLC, which many people are saying that it's the game that should have been there regardless because it's going to have all the content people want in the first place, you have to own the 2 previous DLCs to even be able to buy the third DLC they put out.
Oh hell no.
So thoughts before I get my fucking rant about this. Thoughts?
Nah, there's a dub on that, bro.
Yeah, so
That's some real fuckery right there.
Nah,
that takes the cake for this podcast and for the fucking week. That's the biggest L right there. That's the epitome of money gouging. Red Dead 2 looks like fucking Saints compared to this. Go ahead.
You know what's the funny part? I have a specific person that plays that game. That's my brother-in-law. And I know for a fact this dickhead is going to buy this shit regardless. It pains me to say it that way, but for me, as a gamer and being the way that I am, and you guys are going to actually make me purchase 2 extra DLC content and not be able to access this one because I don't have the other 2 previous installments, you can go fuck yourself with the light pole around the corner from the studio that created that fucking game. Plain and simple.
That's just crazy though, ain't it, man? So $40 for the Forsaken DLC, and you got to buy the annual pass, which nobody knows what the fuck is in it. So that's $75 in addition to the standard version you bought, or if you want people who early adopted the game day one and spent $100 for that Ultimate Edition, then you paid $100 for that, and you still got to pay the $40 and $35 for this. So now you're up to like $175 fucking dollars. God damn.
Nah, man. It's a double, man.
Hey, man. Hey, look.
Now we're taking King. Same debacle.
If this was Destiny 1, man, y'all be trying to kick me off this podcast, man. I'd be defending the shit out of it. I ain't lying. They had me on a spell. They had me in the goddamn spell on Destiny 1. I put like 1,600 hours into that shit.
Yeah.
Destiny 2.
Word up.
Yeah, Destiny 2, total trash, man, total trash. They changed up everything.
So you're a Destiny fan, OBJ. So what I've heard from people who played Destiny 2 is that the game released and it really didn't improve anything, right? It could have been an expansion for Destiny 1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's not even as good as it would. Well, I don't know how it is with the updates, but from what they released, it wasn't even as good as Destiny 1.
Right.
Hand cannons, all the guns. It basically became you grinding for power level instead of grinding for good armor and good goddamn weapons. You see what I'm saying? The weapons were plentiful. The goddamn exotics. You can't just give away exotics. Exotics supposed to be earned. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
It was nothing special to grind for. I enjoyed the grind, but there was nothing special to grind for. So it was just trash to me.
Well, apparently this thing here, right? This DLC, like I said, it costs $40 for 35.75. Apparently, it's gonna have a lot in it, right? Apparently it's a big, which it should goddamn be for $75. It's gonna have new game modes, I guess, new story missions, all kind of cosmetics. It's gonna apparently also include like patches for performance, shit like that. And the download for this DLC on the PS4 is 100 gigabytes.
Yeah, no, this is a big update. So I played Destiny 1 a ton. I bought all the DLC on both Xbox and PS4, and I probably hit 1,000 hours on both. So I really like Destiny 2, and I think this is honestly just in line with what they did with Destiny 1. It's actually cheaper if you look at it.
Oh my God, Griffin.
Hey, Griffin taking my place.
I love Destiny, so this is perfectly fine for me because the big annual update is always $40.
No.
And then you're getting 3 updates for the $35, which are normally
you're
$20.
paying for another fucking game again.
That's fine. I have so much time in it. It's worth it.
Oh, Griffin, what the fuck is the eject button at?
Eject overseas, cuz.
Regardless, they're saying they're locking you out from playing the other content if you don't purchase that content, right? That's the problem.
You paid $6,200.
Yeah, but anybody who's playing Destiny at this point has the DLC
$75.
I mean, that's fine for the time that I get out of it, though.
His fucking accountant or something, shit.
I don't care how much you get out. I don't care how fucking big the game is, man. There's no reason you gotta pay another fucking price of the game plus more money.
Well, the $35 DLCs are optional. Those are not actually like required.
Well, the two previous ones to play the Forsaken is how much those cost?
So what they always do when they do a yearly update is they re-release the game, where you get the DLC from the previous year with the base game as well as the season pass for the next upcoming year for around $60. That's what they did with the Taken King, and I'm guessing that's probably what they're going to do this time.
No, I read into it. There's no package here.
Well, they had announced it much later.
It sounds like they fixed the game and they charging you to play the game. That's
well, I mean, this is all Activision. Right, this isn't Bungie. This is all Activision cutting this game up because
I don't care who
with Call of Duty.
It's both of them.
It's fucking ridiculous what it is.
It's Activision because they're doing
because Activision is the publisher, so they're in control of how this game is released.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing with fucking Crash Bandicoot, where they're selling you like DLC for old missions and shit. They're doing that. Oh.
Am I talking to Wall here? Like, you guys sound. This is a big goddamn deal. He's paying an extra $75 fucking dollars, and guess what? This isn't the end of it.
Bro,
we got more fucking DLC.
This is exactly what happened with Destiny 1, though. So you kind of knew what you were
doing. You're right. And I supported that shit too. I definitely bought all that shit.
Back then.
Oh no! After the.
That's like I can't believe you guys like so and so like he killed somebody last year, so
No,
yeah, but I mean it's like
we know how he is.
All those games like that, you just constantly keep buying DLC.
No, Warframe is free.
What?
No, World of Warcraft. That's the game that they're modeling this after because Activision owns that game as well. Yep. And that's the exact DLC plan they're following, where you do these periodic updates where you pay $40 to get it.
The game has been out for 8 fucking months.
Now that I stepped away from Destiny, I see all the fuck shit. I'm on the outside looking in. I see all the fuck shit now.
Well, with that being said, okay, are you gonna buy the next one?
Fuck no.
Okay.
And I shouldn't expect anything different.
Oh, you guys I'm overreacting. Am I overreacting about this shit?
If you're a Destiny fan, then you are. But if you're not looking from the outside, then I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care. I think you're the biggest fan, man. That is the worst part about it is they are intentionally fucking these Destiny fans over, and it's their fault. They're falling for this shit. But the audacity to charge an extra $75 fucking dollars. I know you said the annual pass is optional, right?
Yeah.
But they're gonna buy it. It's the annual fucking pass. That's a season pass, right? So you have a season pass in addition to the $40 cost of your DLC. How does the season pass not include all this shit?
So basically, the $40 version is literally a second game. Like it's almost double the content of the original game. That's how they do their yearly updates.
All right, we know what it comes to when it comes to goddamn Destiny for content, though. We know we're gonna be doing the same goddamn thing over and over and over.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why people like me enjoy it.
You're telling me that they're selling you a DLC pack as another game on top of the game that's already there.
And that's exactly why I like
so
that
essentially it's Destiny 3.
Yeah, practically. But as to say for on behalf of everything that's going on, I remember when I played the first Destiny, I actually purchased the season pass and I also downloaded the Taken King. After that, I didn't do nothing else much but just let that shit catch dust because I wasn't playing it no more. For me, this whole situation with them putting these price marks on these games like this, it really is, something that's not great for people who are trying to actually.
It's sick
for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, they're not trying to sell you
play the game.
Dreams.
It's criminal, is what it is.
It's games as a service. That's what it is.
Pretty much. Yeah.
No, it's not. Because I'll tell you what, I rip on fucking Sea of Thieves all the time. That game isn't worth fucking $20, but at least they don't have the gall to try to charge you an extra money for these additional content updates.
How long do you think it's going to take?
Yeah, you're right.
For save slots like Konami does for Metal Gear Survive.
Oh yeah, there's all kind of crazy shit happening. Yeah. But I don't give a fuck how big the update is. I already bought the game for $6,200, and now I got to spend an extra $75, and I'm going to spend more money down the future. I don't give a fuck how much content you're saying is there. If you want another $60, make another game. I feel like I'm talking to myself here, man. Like, you guys, it's Activision, or it happened last year, so what are you going to do? Damn, gamers have gotten so complacent.
It's like, no.
Man.
No excuse. Shit.
There's no excuses in that. Like there's no way form ever.
Expecting you to pay $60, regardless of how people feel about fucking shit like single player modes being removed from multiplayer games. That's still content that people probably would enjoy. That you're gutting that.
Thank you.
You're still putting fucking Like I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't care about the single player for Call of Duty. I stopped caring after Black Ops 1. What the numbers? I stopped caring after that. But I can
Me too.
Right now. There are a lot of people who still care about that single player shit, and for them to gut that and take that out and to give people less of a reason to invest into it, it's like what the fuck? And you're still charging $60.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
And that's pretty much
they're taking out content and leaving
it the same let's price. Factor in these things too. They still have not fixed their servers. They still got the same bullshit shoot first, die first mentality.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you really think this game's going to last? Especially when it's no longer 6v6, it's 5v5. Less people each other now.
Nah, and I'm going with my boy Ryan as well. Like, I really don't understand the concept behind taking away what actually made a Call of Duty game in the first place, which is the single player aspect of the game. Because let's recall themselves.
They could have said, okay, you know what? The single player is gone for the main story, but you know what? The zombies got a single player.
Yeah, and that makes
they're tripling the zombies content this time.
So people.
Oh my God! Griffin.
Oh my! Hey, no, please don't do that. Don't do that, please.
This
Don't
Black
do that.
Ops campaign shit means nothing to me. Did anyone in here complete the Black Ops 3 campaign?
No one. It's the whole point is they are taking content away from the game.
You don't understand what I'm saying. Just because
exactly. Why do you want a trash campaign you're not going to play anyway?
I don't care if only one person finished the campaign. They are taking content away from that one person. Okay.
Same price.
Exactly.
I don't think they're doing a season pass this year from what I've heard.
This shit is crazy. I had somebody tell me on Twitter, I said, what if they took the single player modes away from Halo and goddamn Gears, and this dude said, I'd be fine with it as long as there's a battle royale mode. This is the fucking road we are traveling these days. These people do not care. This shit is crazy. It's crazy.
Did you like the multiplayer for The Last of Us?
Yes, I love the goddamn multiplayer for The Last.
Naughty Dog followed suit, got rid of the single player.
I be goddamn on their ass.
I will say that's a little different because that's
nobody bought that game.
I would agree with Griffin.
You $60 for it.
I would agree with Griffin that Call of Duty has turned to people buy that primarily anyway for multiplayer. But the whole thing here, like OBJ said, is they're taking out content.
I love the campaigns.
Yeah, but I don't think they're doing a season pass this year. From what
I highly doubt that, Griff.
Do you think? If they don't do a season pass, trust and believe they're going to tax that ass.
Yeah,
they're gonna tax that ass some way, somehow. They're gonna tax that ass. Okay, that's what they're gonna do.
Loot boxes and everything like that. That's a given, but I don't think there's gonna be a season pass.
Bruh, it's still fuckery. It's still fuckery. They are taking content away. Content is being taken away.
They're still gonna have, DLC packs with zombies, including more so.
You're have DLC in this game, Griffin. There's no way
packs.
this shit's not gonna happen.
They have not announced the season pass yet, though. That's the thing. Normally, by now, it's already out there. You have the digital deluxe edition up to pre-order. There's none of that yet. You cannot pre-order $100 version of this game.
All right, and this is the way gaming is going now. I can't wait. I cannot wait until one of these big goddamn games that we all know and love for the goddamn single player comes out and announces that they're gonna take the goddamn single player away and just be goddamn online multiplayer. I can't wait for it. I can't wait. What if Red Dead release without the single player and they was just gonna do a battle royale in the goddamn Red Dead?
Exactly. What if we get another Uncharted and it releases without the single player?
That'd be some bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
Single player? Come on, bro.
I just wouldn't buy it, and I don't think anybody else would buy
it. Griffin, you okay, bro?
Yeah, because I don't understand, man. I don't understand.
No,
if you don't nip these types of small things, okay. We know that Call of Duty is mainly for the goddamn the multiplayer. But if you don't nip this shit in the bud now, it spreads. It spreads like wildfire. Look how Battle Royale is spreading. Look how multiplayer only games are spreading. It's spreading like wildfire. This shit, I'm telling you. I'm trying to enjoy some single player while I can.
That game sold better than most multiplayer.
Yeah, but look at the
games,
supply drops.
Sort of
supply drops in Call of Duty, those even
games.
spread it to Uncharted with the treasure chests.
Look at Infinite Warfare. It's the lowest selling game in the entire series, and it's because they did things people didn't want.
That game sucked completely. The game.
Did you say Infinite Warfare?
Yes, and that game sold like shit.
Man, niggas was flying in there. Ain't nobody trying to fly in Call of Duty, man.
Exactly, and they switched. It's all boots on the ground now. Do you not think that the fact that Black Ops 4 is literally Black Ops 3 without the boost jumping
and that is
not a direct result of that?
And that's why I'm not buying it.
Bro,
that's why I'm not buying it.
Griffin, but that's where the problem. That's where the problem is that.
What's the name, Griffin?
That's where the problem is at. Exactly. Let me finish real quick.
Go ahead.
My point is this, right? If you're taking the essential part of a game that actually makes people want to buy it for a certain reason, then why do it? If anything else, this Black Ops should have been an add-on content to Black Ops 3 instead of just being a whole new game by itself.
How do I fix this? What the fuck? Oh my god! What is this?
Bro, we gotta stop the stream, man.
Yeah, we gotta stop the stream, bro.
Man, I don't know what I'm talking about, man. This is fucking weird.
We gotta stop the.
Yeah, your channel may get banned for good, dude. You gotta cut the stream.
Yeah, we gotta cut the stream, bro.
Who was in the thread, bro?
I missed the second one. And what happened the second time?
Cause fucking dick was out, bro.
Oh, you got.
Oh man, come on, man. I'm trying to eat my Jello pudding, man. What the fuck? God damn, never nobody wants to see your balls.
Man, we gotta cut the stream, Wags. We don't want those shit to get banned, man.
Bad for that shit?
Yeah, you'll get banned. You'll get banned very quickly.
How the fuck this dude have get in the fucking stream?
Who's in the group chat?
It had to be in the. Did you leak the stream thing on Twitter?
I linked it to
link out on Twitter. Like
no, it was all private.
Okay, who's in the private thing then?
Only 5 of us, and I sent everybody else shit individually.
He gotta be a hacker. He gotta be a hacker or something.
Yeah, he probably hacked into this because it's not that fucking easy.
Yeah, no, somebody's Twitter's been compromised, probably.
Wow. Well, to protect my viewers, everybody on the panel here, looks like we're gonna cut this shit short because I don't want to see another dick on the screen.
Yeah, I don't blame
you. No, but whoever was that dickhead that did that shit, yo, my brother, get a life, man.
Hey man, hey look man, that dick probably had more content than Sea of Thieves though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, God.
I'm fucking furious right now, bro. You fucking kidding me? know how many fucking
you
people
crazy,
see that
dog. This
Yo,
nigga said-
go hack Dealer Gaming's fucking stream or fucking.
Yeah, crap.
Hey, that was Crap Gamer, man. That's what. Hey, that was Crap
man.
Gamer, man.
Hey man, this nigga said that shit got more content than Sea of Thieves, man.
Nah, that was fucked up, man. That was fucked up.
Bro.
I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
that was Crap Gamer stroking 6 teraballs.
I'm just glad I ain't see that shit.
Jesus Christ, man. Well, like I said, everybody's telling me I get banned for this shit, so now I gotta end this shit and not upload this.
What you can do is download the video before and then just rip the audio and then re-upload.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just the audio. Yeah. Fuck, bro.
Yo, that's crazy,
Unless
man.
it was fucking voice legend. Victor.
It wasn't a voice.
I thought that was Fatal and shit. What the fuck Fatal doing?
That's the only
Milk bag Mephisto.
Damn, bro, I gotta fucking. I'm scared to send this link to people. No, voice, you scared the fuck out of me, bro.
Hey, voice, don't tell me that was you, bro.
Oh man,
Huh?
Was that you that did
No, I just got in here because I saw the prank.
Yeah, never mind. Fuck it.
Like, what the fuck? Okay, look, I copied all the topics so that we can basically do it again another time, but this stream has got to go, man. They showed that
really
same
has to,
clip
man.
twice.
Nah, he changed the angle the second time. He made sure he was
But
saying
who did it in the first place?
I don't know.
somebody's Twitter got
Fucking
hacked or
know.
something. So somebody has access to someone's
It was
DMs.
2 different accounts. They were Asian accounts. Well, one was the Asian account.
Yeah.
You know what? I think you might have to like make another one of those Twitter groups as well.
Yeah.
You don't want that happening again.
happening there, bro. God damn it.
Yo, right when we was getting to the good things, man.
Yeah, I had a few more good topics on.
Don't worry, we can get into those topics again. Maybe we could try it again tomorrow. You think you might have time to try it again tomorrow?
I don't know, bro. I should do. I mean, I want to look like free to play podcast episode 16-2.
Well, we can do something like that. I mean,
Yo, brothers, I got an idea though. I got an idea. Why don't we do it on the RGT? No, we can do it on the RGT podcast.
Oh yeah, we gotta do it Friday, RGT podcast.
Yeah, we could still take the same topics, use them for the RGT, and then we keep it rolling because this shit is just ridiculous, bro.
Yeah,
so what do we do about free to play podcast 16 then? Just
I got the link.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna have to be a 16 again in order for it.
Nah, no, just move it to 17. We did that with one of our podcasts where a certain situation happens.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Yeah, I think.
Damn, bro, that was crazy.
That was some.
that was wild.
Weird shit.
So real quick, like I said, I'm not gonna do our topics now because I gotta download this video and I'm gonna upload the audio and shit. But God fucking damn it. So anyway, we'll do outros. I don't think we got time for outros. So thank you for Carlos, fucking Craig Harris, Dirk Griggity, Griffin Gaming, Lincoln Clay, OJ Dawn, Ryan Professional, and Voice Let You come in here late. Thank y'all, everybody in the chat. Watch this live pre-recorded. You know I gotta rip the audio. This is fuck sakes, bro. When I tell you guys I have the worst luck with shit, the dude shows his dick on the stream with a Chinese name.
Whoever that is.
Whoever that was who did that, you're an asshole.
Yeah,
hey, that dick was the collector's edition for Crackdown 3, though.
From now on,
hey man, come on, man.
From now on, I'm gonna put the tweet out there. I'm putting a link out there in one group. God damn it.
Nah, you need to stop the group thing. Just do it individually.
Fuck, man. But okay. So thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate it. Sorry we couldn't get all the topics, but you got some asshole. Oh my god. Thanks for coming out, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Man, listen.